Yo, gang, gang in this motherfucker. Just stop, fucker.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 87 of the Average AF podcast. I'm your host, Adam McElroy, joined as always with, I don't have anything creative other than a Mr. Bitch Boy.
Oh, come
Ryan
on.
Baker.
Come
Punk-ass
on.
bitch.
Come on, Lobster Shack. What's cracking, baby?
And we do always have the voice of God in the background there, who also is not in the background because he's got
And
a
he didn't
camera.
know which one to hit,
Yeah. What's up? No, it's this one.
It's cool.
There you go.
I'm
Everything
myself
got
to it.
reset. Everything got reset,
We
and
broke it.
yeah, we'll talk about that too. But yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for checking out episode 87.
That's 7-8 backwards.
I can't. I'm trying not to curse in the first like 2 minutes,
That's
so
all right.
YouTube
Good
doesn't
job.
get mad. But yeah, we had a week off.
We
The
did.
last
Now-
week and a half was insane.
Before we get into all the crazy stuff,
Okay, what's up?
I just want to let you guys know that the rotation of the Earth made my day.
All right, well, this is how we're starting the show. All right, do you care to elaborate?
Just saying, you get it? Without a
Oh,
do you? Oh, did that one really go over your head?
it did. It
Oh, Justin, thanks for catching that
You're
one.
welcome. Yeah. Hey,
He said, "Do you want to elaborate?"
Dad joke for the win.
did. That's how you know it wasn't funny, is if the comedian doesn't pick up that it's a joke.
Oh, you're not the comedian.
I'm the comedian.
No, you're not.
If we had titles, I'd be the comedian.
You'd be the joke.
If you're giving yourself that
comedian.
title,
I mean,
then
out of us three, who's the comedian?
I'm. Hey, hey.
No, you're the wild card. Let's be real. Let's be
true.
real. You're
That's true.
Charlie from It's Always Sunny.
You
You're the
got a
wild
point.
card.
That is for sure.
And what's Justin? What would we? What category would we give Justin?
We don't give Justin a category at all.
I guess.
You're the TBH. TBH, to be honest.
Yeah, I
You
definitely.
keeps it real.
It's a problem.
Justin,
It is.
Justin. It is a problem.
It can be. Yeah, it can be a problem. Depending on the hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Depending on how I'm feeling, it's not good or can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, true that.
But yeah, so we'll come back to Justin's grouping a little
all right.
later. I don't know what else you would call it.
I don't know.
I go with the flow, man.
Okay, so you.
He's a flow goer.
No.
I don't know.
Come on, man.
I just
So
roll
you're
with
the
it.
hippie. You're the house hippie. How
That's
about
right.
that?
I'll take it.
The house hippie.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That way, I'm not the hippie anymore.
You're
All
still
right.
the Yeti.
I'll be the Yeti.
All right. I'll take it.
All right. Well, we just went through a lot of shit. So
Right.
We have
Welcome
no
to the
idea
episode.
why. What's up?
yeah. So
What happens when you take a fucking week off?
we missed a week. It's the first time in 86 weeks that we've not put out an episode.
Yeah, and you made me feel weird and awkward because I'd put out a solo video.
You did,
Okay.
You did really well.
Thank you.
It was
Yeah.
like 2.5 minutes.
It was tough.
It was tough. I could tell when I was
I-
editing it that you were struggling.
Shut up. Did you notice like my 15 probably takes when you went to the bathroom?
Yeah, I had to watch all of them.
Oh, yeah.
And I just love how you called me a partner in crime about 4 times
And we don't have to judge.
in about 35 seconds.
I did, but that was my best
and that was
take.
the good take.
Yeah, that was my best take. So I
Yeah.
said, screw it, I'm rolling with it. Even though I knew that happened, I was like, you know what? It's my best one.
I know. After you said it like the second or third time, you just were like,
Yeah.
like
Like a
you
face
knew what
of
you did.
disappointment. Like, oh my
Defeat.
God, just get this over with. But I'll like, okay, so that's the thing. Like, when we first went on the video,
You're right.
that was my biggest fear.
Being alone?
Not being alone, but being on video, like in general.
Yeah.
Right? So it's still, I'm so much better at it, but I still have that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that nervousness in the back of your head at times,
Right.
like when I first
Same.
start. Huh?
Same.
Yeah.
But I just end up talking to you guys, and it's just like...
And that's what I say.
It's
Like,
okay.
I easily get out of my comfort zone. Dude, it was like bringing it right the fuck back. Like when
you were
I did
by
it
yourself?
when I was by myself, yeah. And I'm just sitting there with nobody in the room, literally. Nobody.
I was going to
And-
be in the room, but when he started the first time, I had to get up and go get sick.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm just me and the camera. And I'm just like staring at it like, okay. And go. Yeah, I just like rolled with it. So that it also made me look back at that one video that you did by yourself.
it was like 40 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm like,
It's
damn,
weird.
dude, like that took something.
It's weird, man. And I think I mentioned it on that video. I mean, that was probably 6 months ago, if
Mm-hmm.
not longer now. But it's so weird when you record by yourself and nobody else is in the room.
Yeah.
Because you have to talk to people that aren't there.
Yeah, like you're
you're
talking
just
to people
in your
and you're
room-
talking to yourself.
Yeah, there's nobody here, and you're like, hey, guys.
Yeah.
You know, and it's so weird.
So awkward. So awkward. And
Yeah.
then especially when you watch it, when
Right.
you go back and watch it yourself, by yourself, watching yourself.
Being by yourself but addressing people.
Yeah, like what the hell? All right. Yeah.
Did you see the burp I put at the end on the Patreon video?
No, I did not.
So the Patreon video is a little longer than the one we put out on like Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
And you do your spiel. It's like 2.5 minutes, and you're like, all right, you know, we'll see you next week or whatever. And then you just like sit back and wait, you know, and then you just go like real loud, casually looking at your phone, no expression. And so in the video, I kept it in. I like faded it out. Like when you're like, all right, see you guys
Yeah.
next week or whatever. I faded it out and then just left it black for like 3 seconds. Then it fades back in and you're just like, and that's the end of the video.
That's about
awesome.
right.
But that's only
awesome.
on the Patreon, the extended video.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, I was like, I gotta leave this in here.
Man,
Just little treats like that throughout the video.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
But yeah, so I mean, dude, last week was wild. We tried to record the karaoke episode.
Yeah, that failed.
That failed epically.
That epically failed.
for-
Like, really bad.
Half of the reasons we're not going to mention. But the power ended up going out right before we started filming, and it came right back on like 5 seconds later or whatever.
Yeah.
But
It
like-
screwed some stuff up.
yeah, like the audio was all jacked up and like staticky, and
The inputs wouldn't work.
yeah, everything was recording on like one track instead of there's technically like 14 with the equipment that we use because of different sound effects and, you know, our different inputs and Justin and, you know, all this different
None
kind
of
of
that
stuff.
worked.
Yeah, and everything was going on to one track, which wouldn't work for the karaoke for technical reasons I don't want to get into. But yeah, and like we reset it, we master reset the whole Roadcaster. Tried to restart the computer like 18 times.
Dude,
and
nothing happened.
It just would not work. And then, so we're like, okay, well, let's come back on Friday, which is our normal recording day, and we'll at least record the episode. And hopefully I get everything figured out by then, which I did. Everything, technically speaking, was working fine by Friday. But I don't know what happened, man. I felt fine all day. I think you got here about 9 again, 8:30, 9
Yeah.
o'clock.
Well,
something
you
like
got
that.
sick. You got sick on Thursday.
Well, right. I definitely got sick on Thursday from something I ate.
Yeah.
But I felt fine after that. And then, but at that point, like the equipment wasn't working and all that. And then Friday, I wake up and I'm fine. I'm good until probably 8 o'clock at night. And then I just start feeling shitty again.
And it was bad.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was something I ate or whatever. But yeah, this is when we're trying to record this, and Baker's trying to eventually record a video saying like, hey, there's no episode this week. And I had to get up in the middle of that recording to go get sick. And it was just all kinds of
All
bad.
bad.
Yeah, so Thursday was bad.
Yeah, and then
That was Thursday for me.
That was Thursday? Okay.
Thursday was bad all around.
Yeah, so what happened on your end? Yours was a lot worse than my petty food poisoning or whatever the fuck it was.
So I don't know if it was worse or if I would consider it worse.
Okay.
Because I've been dealing with it for so long.
Yeah, but what happened? Like, talk us through what happened.
I had a grand Mal seizure on Thursday. Last Thursday.
It'd been like a year or something since the last one.
2 years.
Damn.
Yeah, 2 years. So, yeah, that happened Thursday morning. And after writing down what I'd been doing, it was just a lot of stress.
Right.
That I put myself through.
Right.
In one day. But yeah, it sucked.
Right.
My roommate walked in on me and actually watched what happened.
Yeah. Damn.
And yeah, so I actually heard him walk in and like, oh, what do I do? Do I call your parents? Do I roll you on your side? Like I'm hearing everything going on.
We've talked about that before on the episode that you did for us, which was episode 35 or a while ago.
Yeah.
And we go into detail, but you are aware during your seizures.
Yeah.
So you know what's going on. It's just you can't do anything.
Like you're unresponsive.
Yeah. So it's weird. And I couldn't tell him, what to do. And it had been so long since I walked him through
like what to do if anything were to happen.
And it's like, no, don't do anything. Don't put anything in anybody's mouth. You know.
You kind of just got to let it ride out, don't you?
Yeah. Roll somebody on their side if you see them, see something happening and time it, call 911.
Right.
That's all you can do.
So you had to, take an ambulance ride to the hospital?
Right down the road.
Right. Well, that's good. At least it's close.
Yeah. So I woke up and the guys were there and I'm just out of it.
Right.
Because it'd been so long since I'd had one.
And that shit wears you out, doesn't it?
Right.
Like a lot. Like that takes a lot out of you.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I was still, it was probably 48 hours. I was still like recovering.
Right. So to recover from a seizure, I mean, obviously like a lot of rest because you're sore and kind of things like that. Probably I would assume some like IVs and stuff like that to get like fluids and stuff.
Surprisingly, no.
Okay. I was going to say, what all do? They just monitor you and make sure you're good, or?
Yeah, they took my blood there. They had to send it out because COVID.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so I didn't get any, like, immediate results.
Right.
And, like, they wanted to immediately change my medication. It's like, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
So...
That's crazy.
It would be kind of dumb to change. Well, obviously, I'm not a medical professional, but I would think it'd be dumb to change a medication when you've been fine for 2 years.
I was gonna say, like, it's not. You've been on that medication for a good amount of time,
even longer, right?
Well, yeah, and that's the issue with people that don't know what's going on with their brain, or they're just getting diagnosed. A doctor tells them, hey, take this medication, it should work.
Right.
Don't worry about, we'll deal with the side effects later on. And if you have more seizures or whatever, then we'll just change the medication. And nobody says no.
Right.
Nobody sticks up for themselves.
They're supposed to be the professional, but
exactly.
But at a certain point, I mean, especially with, again, you've had this medication for a long time, and it's got there were clear reasons why this happened. It wasn't a medication thing; it was a stress thing.
Yeah, and so, I only know that because I've been dealing with this for almost 20 years.
Right.
So it can only be so many things.
Right. Well, I'm glad you're better. Glad everything's good.
No doubt.
But yeah, I mean, last week, really in a day, because like Thursday
week sucked, man.
Yeah, Thursday. I texted the group chat and stuff and was like, hey, everybody, we still meeting at 7 or 8 or whatever the fuck it was, and I think Justin just goes, oh no. And I was like, what? Like, what happened? And then he sent a picture, and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, like, oh,
and then everything.
We don't think he's going to be here.
Right. And then, I got sick, and then Friday I got sick again, and it's just been a rough week. I think my sickness, too, like, because obviously, I think it was like a food thing or something. I don't know. But I do think it was partly stress, too.
Yeah.
Because that Saturday... So everybody knows I don't really sleep all that well, right?
Right.
Usually, I do sleep every night, but probably 3 to 4 hours, give or take, a night. Sometimes a little more, but that's about it. I always say I survive off naps. That's really what I do. I take a long nap at night. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's all right.
But on Saturday, I legitimately took, like, not exaggerating, probably 12 half-hour naps. And I just, like, kept falling asleep, and I'd wake up about a half hour later, and I'd either need a drink or need to go get sick or whatever. And then I'd come back, and I'd, feel shitty. And then I'd lay back down, and then I'd just fall back asleep. And then for about a half hour, and then I'd wake up and do it again. And,
That sucks.
I just could not, like, stay asleep, and I could not stop falling asleep. So I think mine also had a little bit to do with stress and like everything that I'm doing, because like, dude, this week off from the podcast, like obviously I love it and I want to do it every week still and everything like that. But like it's just helped me so much, like clear my mind a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Just because of everything that goes on with it. So it was a nice little vacation from it. You know what I mean? It was a nice little time away.
Just to recoup and like organize everything.
Right. And then, speaking of organizing everything, I mean, this week, by the time you guys are listening to this, we're going to have a whole new studio set up.
Right.
Yeah. And that was another thing that I was stressing about, is trying to get everything ordered and, kind of designing stuff more or less, trying to make sure everything's
This will be
looking
technically the last time you're going to see.
Yeah, this will be the last old school video.
Yeah. After this, we're going to have a whole new setup. Me and Justin put together the chairs today about an hour or two ago. And then
Good work, gentlemen.
We got they're actually pretty comfortable too. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
And we got a couch futon type thing. I always say I don't know what to call it, basically, because it's like...
said it's not a college futon.
That's what I was going to say. It's technically a futon, but I always say it's not a college futon. You know what I mean? It's not like one of the black, like...
It's an adult.
Yeah, it's like an adult couch futon.
A grown-up futon.
That's right.
Right. But...
Do you want some white chocolate? Starbucks?
No, I don't, with that 15-ounce bullshit can.
It's bougie, baby.
But yeah, man, last week...
Just so the viewers.
Wait,
all right, well, we just lost 15 subscribers.
Let me say it now. I can't stand you.
All right, that's the first can't stand you for the episode.
That one took a minute to get into the episode, too.
Wow. They're usually much quicker.
And to the viewers that we could potentially just lost. I fucking hate that noise, too, just an FYI, but I just wanted you guys to know that was a beautiful white chocolate Starbucks double shot energy. Bougie.
We are not sponsored by them.
I will gladly be sponsored by them.
Absolutely, because that shit was like a dope little insert.
Okay.
Shout out.
But yeah, so this is the last time you're gonna see this setup, this beautiful table. It is gonna look similar. We're gonna be in the same room, obviously.
Yeah, but it's gonna look different.
We'll probably still have this banner behind us. But yeah, there's just gonna be
It'll be a different same.
A lot of, like same, but different,
Yeah.
So,
Oh my God.
Yeah. Same thing.
But it's going to open up
Different
a lot more room, and we got some new artwork that we're probably going to put up and
Self-portraits.
figure out and kind of stuff like that. So,
Yeah, self-portraits.
Self-portrait.
Yeah.
I'm that one right there.
Yeah.
To the right.
I'm the one in the back.
No, that was my second choice.
Well, that's not your first choice.
I'm
so.
that first one right there.
Okay, that's fine.
The gorilla.
All right, yeah, we got a Harambe canvas that we'll hang up somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for what's coming. That'll all be put together this weekend, and by the time you guys are seeing this, there's probably going to be a video on the Patreon with me and good old Jerry.
Backstage.
Yeah, putting everything together and making everything all pretty. So, but yeah, we couldn't do this without you guys, without the Patreon. So,
yes.
Thank you guys so much.
And thank you all that view in.
Yes.
And subscribe and like.
Yes.
And tell friends that tell friends that tell friends that tell friends.
Yes.
That have friends that tell more friends.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, the best way to spread a podcast is word of mouth. Unfortunately, it's like the hardest thing to promote.
Yeah, it is.
I say it's like a music career, but like slower.
Yes. Yes.
Especially because we're not famous. We're honestly not the most social people.
No.
Which is weird.
No, we just do this shit on the side.
Right. But we need to bring in more guests, more appearances. We have the ability to do like FaceTime and potentially Zoom and stuff now too.
So hit us up.
Yeah. So even if you're far away or scared of the Rona or whatever,
we got ways.
Yeah, we got ways to bring you on. So, but yeah. So I mean that was the last week really.
Yeah.
It's been insane.
I mean, shit. I didn't have anything happen to me, so I just wanted everybody to know that I was A-okay last week.
Yeah, you're good.
Well, that's good.
You're welcome.
Well,
I felt like
there is one thing that we didn't get to talk about.
What?
Pugsley.
Oh shit, yeah, dude, he's so much better.
But before we talk about that, I want to talk about me being a personal trainer.
You mean little bitch?
No, I mean personal trainer.
Okay.
So, basically, at this point, screw Perry's Powerhouse. We don't need them. Not really. That's a joke.
Damn.
We love them. We love them. But I'm a personal trainer now, and let me tell you why. Because I basically did the ultimate power move without even knowing it. You ready for this? That's my theme song.
Yeah.
So I was at a stop sign.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And that's how it starts.
Yes. I was at a stop sign.
So this personal trainer is only for people ages 16 of age or older.
Nope. This man was old, but nope.
Oh my god.
So I was at a stop sign and I'm in my car, lounging, doing my thing. And I look over. I'm trying to turn left, right?
Yeah.
Trying to turn left onto this busy road. And there's a bike trail that crosses this busy road.
Okay.
This is right up here on Hanley and Lex Spring Mill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So right there at that stop sign.
The stop sign.
Yeah. So I'm trying to turn left off of Hanley, and there's a guy there, and he's on his bike, and he's waiting to cross the road, right? All these cars are coming, whatever. And they go by, and at this point, I can go. But I wave him across because I'm a nice guy, right? Now, this guy wasn't ready to go because he was like looking at his phone or like doing something, and I waved him across. So he hurried up and like got his shit together and like pedaled across and like all this kind of stuff. And then when he got across, he kind of stopped real quick and just kind of redid like all of his shit. Yeah, because he wasn't ready. And I was like, that was a power move because I had the right of way, right? I'm in the vehicle, but I waved him across. Now, he can't tell me to go because I'm being the nice guy letting him go. He doesn't want to go yet, though. But I forced him to go. And he can't be mad because I'm being the nice guy and I'm pushing him to work out more. You know what I mean? So it's the ultimate power move. I'm a personal trainer. I didn't realize what I was doing until after I did it. And I'm driving away and I see him kind of resituate himself. And I said, I'm just a natural personal trainer.
What do you think was going through this guy's head this whole time he was getting resituated?
He said, he said, I didn't want to do that, but I'm glad I got that extra push by that guy. And I've looked, he has been hanging out at that stop right there, waiting for me because he doesn't know what to do now. because his trainer's not there. And he also feels bad because he hasn't paid me yet. So he's just waiting till we can interact again. I think he brought a tent. He's got it set up. But yeah, so
I think
we don't need Perry's Powerhouse anymore. I can be your personal trainer.
Well, before we do that, let me snap us back to reality here real quick.
We love you, Perry's Powerhouse.
First and foremost, thoughts going through this guy's head are fuck dude in the red car.
Right.
He's a bitch. I was not ready to cross.
Exactly. Which is why it was a power move, and he's a bitch, and he listened to me.
He felt punked, and now he's out for
revenge. He was punked.
That's why he's hanging out at this stop sign looking for that red car, when really you think it's a tent, but it's a fucking arsenal.
Okay.
And he's ready to pump your guts full of lead.
Jeez.
All right.
That was
aggressive.
That was.
I'm just trying to get the guy to work out, you know? I'm looking out for his health.
I don't know where that one came from.
You know, I'm essentially the good guy in this situation, and I'm also a personal trainer. So
that's where it came from. Caffeine.
Probably. That would kind of that snuck up on me.
But yeah, I just wanted to. I've been sitting on that for about a week and a half. You know, just embracing my my power moves and my new skill that I've learned.
What was the technique? Can you show me the technique of how you waved him on?
Yeah, you ready? You ready? This is what I did. You ready?
Let's see it.
Like I'm chilling. He's over here, right?
Yeah.
Cars going by, and then we're clear, and I go.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he was like, "Oh shit! Oh god! Oh no! Oh god! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I can't say no because this guy's so cool." That's what he said with his body.
Word.
And you know what's great about it?
What?
You're mobile.
I'm mobile. I'm in and out. You know what I mean?
You can do it anywhere.
Yeah, I don't need much. This man, I did it for free. Obviously, he's been waiting to pay me. And I'll gladly accept, but the reason I'll accept is because I'm going to put more gas in my car so I can continue to push people in his situation.
All right.
Essentially, that's what I'm saying.
You got to get that clientele up. Though.
Yeah, and I know he's telling his friends.
Right.
Because I've been getting mad Facebook friend requests. Okay. You know what I mean? And it's got to be just from the one picture of my car that I posted about a year ago. He said, that's that motherfucker right there.
Did you make a group page called Move Along, Bitch?
That's the next step. I'm not sure if that's quite the name yet, because that's got a lot of real bitch energy. You know? So
just call it Mab.
Mab.
Move along, bitch.
But yeah, so I just needed to let you guys know that I'll be quitting my job here soon and going into personal training.
That's what I'm talking about.
You will notice that I do not lose any weight because that's not what this is about. It's a mental game. You know what I mean?
And I mean,
so,
it's
the personal trainer.
It's the long game.
But being a personal trainer, you're not in it to lose weight.
Nah, I'm here to motivate.
That's what I'm saying. You're here for others to lose weight.
And that's what I'm good at. If this podcast has told you guys anything,
it's motivation.
It's that I'm a motivator.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's the hype game.
Yeah, it's all hype.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm about to get some Bape hoodies and stuff like that, and just be a real hype beast.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Hype man.
But, I'm bringing in that big money being that personal trainer. So
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So just want to let you guys know.
We can use that money to explore the sea. Or the ocean. All of it.
Okay. Do you want to talk about Pugsley before we dive into the ocean?
Dude, so, okay.
I see what you did there.
That was a fucking good one.
See?
He almost didn't catch that.
Hey.
I didn't almost catch that one. That was a good one.
Hey.
That was a comeback.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a comeback for not getting the Earth one.
Hey.
But yeah, so poor fat boy.
I thought you were going to say por favor.
And now I kind of feel bad for all those times I thought he was high off the medication. Because he wasn't.
He wasn't?
He was not high off the medication.
He just gets stuck in places now?
So
that's just him?
It came down to where he potentially could have had either a brain tumor or cancer. Which is why he was actually running around in circles. And then, like, doing that shit to where he was, like, losing his, like, sense of
where he was, basically.
Yeah, sense of awareness.
I know how that is.
Yeah. So we figured it was the medication because the shit kept happening, and then one day.
Now this is for people that don't know. This is your
Chihuahua pug.
Who's what, like 11 or 12 years old?
He's pushing 12. He's got to be pushing 12.
So he's up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's an old soul. Our little fat boy. But yeah, he was on that medication, and we thought it was getting him high, which is why he was doing all the stupid shit that he was doing. But it was funny.
Licking his nose for 18 minutes at a time.
Yeah, getting stuck between the couch and the freaking end table. Like, just little things like that, or, jumping up on my coffee table or my coffee bar and just sitting on that bottom shelf randomly. But one day, it literally happened with this. What I'm about to say happened within like an hour, too. Like, it went from everything was good to a severe, we need an emergency vet. Like, within an hour. Damn. That's how crazy this shit was. So, Danielle gets home from work, and my parents were literally there a little bit after 6 before they left, and Danielle got home probably a little bit after 7. So within that time frame, when she got home, she's like, "What's going on with Pugsley?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And I looked down, dude, and his fucking face, like, was swollen. Like, starting to get swollen to where, like, it was his whole entire jaw, like, up here on his cheek, like, over here, like, on the corner of his eye, like, all the way up to the top of his eye. Like, I'm like, I have no idea. Like, he was perfectly fine. Like, everything was perfectly fine. And then by the time, like, we kind of, like, got settled down and we were like, oh, my God, like, what's going on? Like, you could barely see his pupil. Like, his eye was looking like Fetty Wap, like, on some real-ass shit. Like, all you could see was, like, the white and just a little bit of his pupil. And we're like, this shit's not good. Like, what do we do? So we called around here in our area, and we could not get an emergency vet. Like, our clinic that we go to, both the emergency vet responders or whatever were actually out on COVID. So we were shit out of luck there. The other places, since he wasn't a client, I guess, at their vet, they wouldn't take him. So we had to drive him to Columbus. We take him to Columbus, and they get him on everything. I think when I sent you that snap, he was on like 6 different medications when we got him home. So he was on like steroids. And then I forget what this other pill was. He had some vomiting pill, like, because of what was going on. Like, he was getting sick. He had eye drops, eye strips, like a lubricant for his eye. Dude, it was insane. Like, nuts. But once we finally got him home, like, it took a minute, but his swelling finally went down. It took like 2 or 3 days, I think, being on the steroids. But his swelling finally went down, and now he essentially looks like he's back to normal. Like,
yeah,
his leg's still messed up in the back, which is how this whole entire thing started, by the way. The whole entire thing started with his hind fucking leg. That's how this started.
Right.
Was his hind leg, and I even told Danielle, I said, all right, he's probably got, like, arthritis. Like, he's an old guy. Like, something's fucked up. We take him to the vet, and that's how this shit all happens. Like, they're like, he doesn't have arthritis. It's not dislocated, but let's put him on this pain medication.
So, was there anything wrong with his leg?
No, I think there's still something wrong with his leg. I truly do. But I literally think that he might have pulled something, like they said he did.
Okay.
Because they said it's, like, equivalent to our ACL.
Right. Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Which I could see, but he's kind of walking better. He still struggles to get inside and outside of the house, like, with that little step right there, but I mean, he's getting a little bit better, but I'm afraid to put him on any type of other shit again for that. Like, I don't want to. I'm almost at the point where, like, dude, you just almost died.
Right.
Because of your fucking leg. Like, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to just tough it out and sit awkward. Like, I hate to be that guy, and I know it sounds, like, hateful and shit like that, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, I can't put you through that again.
Right. And he's not really the most mobile dog.
No.
So he doesn't really need to be, like, jumping anyway.
But he is the best fucking dog that I've ever, like, and I'm not just saying that because he's my dog, like, he's my homie, but, like, he is the best dog that I've ever met in my entire life. Like, he is the cutest, fucking most friendliest dog ever.
He is my favorite dog that you have.
Yes. But, like, and like, he does so many things that'll just sit there and make you laugh. Like, anybody, and it's great. So if you ever need, like, a cheer up or anything, I'll be like, oh, yeah, look what Pugsley can do. It would like fucking sit there and just lick his face.
He
like,
legitimately is like the shape of like a really bloated NFL football.
Yeah. Yep. He
It's-
definitely is.
With just like a flat face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you wearing your pug shirt today?
No.
Oh, is that
I'm wearing my
something
North
else?
Carolina shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tiki bar.
Tiki bar.
All right. Well, you got a blue shirt that says "Pugs Not Drugs."
Pugs,
so
not drugs, baby. That's what I'm
Nice.
talking
It
about.
would have been a good time to whip that out, but
It would have. Or one of my St. Patrick Pugs Day
yep.
shirts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So the last couple
Crazy.
weeks, I mean,
Have been
everybody's
nuts,
been
dude. Yeah.
fucking through it.
So I guess I personally haven't been through it, but
Yeah.
fucking Pugsley can take my place for the podcast
right.
of
Right.
going through it. So
All right, guys. A little break in the action here to shout out our Patreon producers.
holla, holla, holla.
Just so you guys know, if you want to be a Patreon producer and you want shouted out on every episode, whether that be by name, by your podcast, by your Twitch name, by whatever you
Your
want.
OnlyFans account?
Yeah, OnlyFans, your sister's OnlyFans, Baker's mom's OnlyFans,
All of them.
whatever.
I'm in on that one.
Okay. Justin's invested. I like it. But yeah, hit us up on Patreon, our $10 tier. We'll get all that for you. It's a little bit of advertising, every week, just for helping us out. So our Patreon producers are Taylor, Tom, Patty Light, Barili, Steve Hardy, Joel, Sarah, Steve Bollinger, Anthony, Jeremiah, Nate, Tony, which is twitch.tv/eviltony, and the Teach a Dummy podcast.
Nice.
So thank you all for being Patreon producers. We really appreciate it. We appreciate you guys just for listening, watching, subscribing,
Absolutely.
liking, all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
And please, 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 if you're on Patreon or even YouTube, turn your notifications on. That way you can see all of our new posts and everything like that.
Yep. Continue to like them.
Yep, right when they come out.
Absolutely. And tell friends,
Tell all the friends.
all the friends, to become Patreon members or subscribers to our YouTube.
Yep. And I guess we'll talk about some sponsors.
I think we shall. Hey guys, thanks for taking a moment to talk about our first sponsor, which is Brubaker Photography. That's BRUBAKER Photography. You can find them at facebook.com/Brubaker Photography 1. That's right, the number 1 at the end, because they are number 1. So if you're wanting to get your picture taken with that good old Easter bunny or capture some lovely, memorable Easter moments, then go ahead and you reach out to Brubaker Photography on Facebook. They're just a click away. So go ahead and reach out to them to go ahead and practice that social distancing as well and get your picture taken at least 6 feet away. Again, that's Brubaker Photography. Catch them at facebook.com/Brubaker Photography 1. Thank you.
All right, guys, and we wanted to shout out our second Patreon sponsor, Perry's Powerhouse. This is Kyle Perry. He does fitness and motivation coaching for $35 a month. You get 24/7 access to him as a coach, weekly check-ins, YouTube videos, meal prep, 12-week transformation, prizes. He's got a ton of different qualifications. He's an ISSA master trainer, personal training, bodybuilding, nutritionist, glute specialist, weight management, transformation specialist. I mean, I can go on and on and on. He does have a Marine Corps certificate as well for HITT level 1, supplementation, all that kind of stuff. He has over 200 clients. I mean, the man is on a roll. So definitely check him out. It's Perry's Powerhouse. You can get him on Instagram, perrys.powerhouse, or online, perryspowerhouse.com. Let him know we sent you. And yeah, definitely get your summer body ready. Back to the action.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, man. Taking a drive to Columbus at 1:30 in the morning sucks.
Yeah.
And then especially when you hit fucking daylight savings time. So it flipped, like it gains
was
an
that the
hour.
same night?
Dude, it was the same night.
That sucks.
It was a Saturday, so I'm driving
That was
there,
while
right?
you were driving then.
Yeah, that shit hit right when I'm driving.
It happens at 2.
At 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I'll be there. It's like, I left it like a little after 1. I was like, I'll probably be back a little after 3, right? Like, giving myself like 2 hours. Man, it's like 4:15 when I get back.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell? And I looked, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
nope.
I said, daylight savings time. I literally didn't get to bed until like 5 o'clock that morning.
Jeez.
I was like, whatever. This is
Gotta love
stupid.
it. Gotta love it.
But that's the second, by the way, that was the dog that we bought for $50, right? This is the second time in the 12 years that we've had him that something serious has happened to him.
Not bad.
We've had,
Tell us about your other dog.
Fuck that.
And how much that
Oh
has
my
cost.
God, dude. She was our free dog, and she has probably cost us at least $5,000.
In about a year and a half or so?
We've had her for 3 years. So, but
Really?
yes, we've had her for three.
You've
2
had her
years.
for 3 years?
Maybe about 2 years. We got her shortly after we got the house. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, going on about 3 years.
Dude, time is flying.
It's nuts.
I remember I think I was over there the day you got her, or maybe like a couple days later or something.
She was crazy. She
Yeah.
still is.
She decides every day if she likes me or not.
Yeah, but she's definitely she is crazy about that. She's definitely part of the family now. Like we definitely did invest a lot of money into her, but I mean, we saved her life on some real shit.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff was her dumb self that when she ate my baster brush, I wanted to punch her.
She ate what?
Dude,
I don't know if I heard about that one.
Oh my God. So I was out barbecuing, right, in the backyard.
It probably tasted pretty good.
Now, mind you, this dog has had nothing but issues, right? She's had coccidia. She had like 2 other intestine diseases or whatever that happened that we got fixed or whatever and got rid of. So I'm out barbecuing, and I went to barbecue the chicken, and I put the freaking basting brush down or whatever it is, the baster brush. I put it down on the plate, which was right next to me. This little shit sneaks up and grabs it, like instantaneous after I'd put it down. And I'm like, what? So I go to grab it, and she runs, and I say, Pearl, and she's like over far away, like in the garden, and she just looks up like this and like flicks her head up, and all I see is the wooden handle. I go, oh, shit. So I walk over there, and there's no evidence of the freaking rubber part whatsoever. And I'm like, oh, my God, she ate it. She ate it. She ate it, and we had to have it surgically removed.
Oh, my God.
Dear Lord.
Yes. Yes. That's our dog.
That is definitely Pearl.
That's definitely Pearl. Yeah, so she, she had parvo. She had coccidia, and then there was the other, thing. So she almost died multiple times.
She's basically your cat dog.
Yeah.
Got 9 lives.
Yeah, she does. She does. But for her childhood that she had, because that was the one goal that we wanted to make her like people friendly and things like that, to where we were going to be like, all right, Jazzy's got soccer and things like that. We'll be able to take her. But with her being so sick and everything like that, like we couldn't take her out anywhere.
Right.
Like she was literally quarantined and confined at the house.
Right.
Right.
Like, so that part sucks. So I think that's kind of why she's timid at times, but at the same time, like, I think she's only done that to you like once or twice, hasn't she? For all the times that you've been there, like not wanted to really go by you.
She does it like twice a month.
Nah, I don't know about that.
She does.
I've seen it happen one time though, where it was like literally like she would not let the person come near, and I'm like, damn. What the hell?
For real, like depending on the day, like I walk in and I'm her best friend, or she just like barks and does not want me to be there.
I guess you got a point.
I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the same person.
Each time.
Same
Each
person.
time. She's crazy though, dude. She's all around a decent dog. She is a decent dog. She's a little bitch when it comes to thunderstorms though.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. She acts tough. Let some thunder hit though.
Right.
Let some thunder hit though. She's straight on that couch in somebody's lap, shaking. It's great. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That and a water bottle.
Oh, yep.
If you do like this,
Crinkle it.
oh my God, it'll get her to stop doing what she's doing instant.
She just stare at you.
No, she'll run.
She runs.
She runs.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like if she's like, for instance, sometimes she'll like jump on Adam or something like when he comes over, and if you just crinkle that water bottle, she'll jump right off and go to the other room.
See, I'm not used to dogs. Like having actual animals. I deal with reptiles.
Yeah, that's true.
I let them take care of themselves for weeks on end.
Yep. and let it be.
And let it be.
I feel you on that one, though.
Because I'm so busy. Why? Why deal with animals all the time?
Because they're normal animals are cuddly and loving.
Yeah.
I get that.
And lick your face. And
I get that.
Brighten your day up.
I want that for myself.
And yeah, not these animals that like want to strangle you.
And you can have a dog that sounds like a pig.
What?
That's what Pugsley sounds like.
Oh,
sometimes.
he does. You're right.
Dude, my roommate's cat snores like a human.
Yeah.
Dude, I just found out Pearl snores.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Harper
I've never
snores.
heard her snore. Does she really?
Yeah, my not even 3-year-old daughter snores like a grown ass man.
Dude, that sucks.
It's hilarious.
That sucks.
I believe it.
It's hilarious.
That is funny.
And it's not me to blame.
It definitely is. Danielle's
Remy
bad.
asked me if he snored the other day. I'm like, why are you worried about it? He's like, I want to know if I talk in my sleep or if I snore.
Because people are getting made fun of at school, I'm sure.
I think it's dope, dude. I mess with Danielle. Sometimes she'll talk in her sleep, or like she'll like have conversations with you, and she's pretty much unconscious. Dude, I love fucking with her.
Yeah,
I'll get her going sometimes on her conversations, but she is a bad snorer, and she's also a bad twitcher.
Really?
Yeah, like a horrible twitcher, and she has passed that damn trait along to my son. He twitches in bed, and I don't even know if I think it's his muscle spasms. Or I kind of like read up on about it because I was like, why the f does she do this all the time? Like, there's been times where she has almost woke herself up.
Tired.
Or not almost,
Tired.
but did wake. It's the tired syndrome, right? Like tired leg syndrome and shit like that. But dude, it's crazy.
Dude, I had an ex that like
restless leg.
basically beat me up in the middle of the night, like because she randomly twitches and does whatever. And it's always punches.
I was gonna say, where there's some of these, like over into your side of the bed, like
not in the side of the bed, usually on like a face or something.
Yeah.
Just whack. I'm like, oh.
Yep.
But you can't be mad.
One of those.
She might have been faking sleeping. I'm not sure.
I've woken up to one of those, and that's how I knew it wasn't fake because it's only happened one time. But Danielle got me. She got me good. That shit hurts.
I don't think I really move around too much when I do fall asleep anyway. Before I fall asleep, I'm fucking.
Dude, I'm
roll around
all
a
over the
ton.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
How's that king size bed treating you, by the way?
It's decent. I like it. But she still likes to come over to my side. Yeah, because she still likes to come over to my side. I love it. I love it.
All right, let me ask you this. I don't know if we've had this conversation before. Do you guys share a blanket?
Yeah.
Worst mistake of your life.
That's what I'm saying. And
Don't ever do that. The smartest thing I ever did.
2 blankets.
2 blankets.
Yeah.
It's real fucking easy.
I feel you. And
we can
I feel
still
it.
cuddle. We can still do whatever. Give me my blanket.
Yeah. Well, I've also found out the thing too is like, because even when we sleep on our separate sides, like the king size bed is fucking huge, by the way. Mm-hmm. When you go from a queen to a king,
right.
It doesn't seem like that big when you talk about it, but when you actually live it,
right,
it's big.
Oh, I know.
When you stop talking about it and you be about it.
That's what I'm talking about it.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He knows it. But yeah, like if she is laying on her back and then she decides to like turn over, she takes the fucking covers with her, bro. Like all of them.
That's rookie shit, dude.
Yeah.
2 blankets.
It's not rookie shit because I do the same thing right back. I get my covers back.
Dude, that's a fight waiting to happen. 2 blankets, leave me alone.
Uh-huh. I
2
feel you,
blankets.
though. We definitely need to invest in that.
Dude, it was the best thing we ever did. But and I remember asking I think it was Jess, but I think I asked her like, hey, what blanket are you going to use tonight? And she goes, all of them. What are you going to use? I was like,
It's cold. I'm using all of them.
yeah.
Damn.
We had a lot of them. And
Damn.
we had separate blankets on purpose just because it's so much easier. I was like, which one are you using? She said, all of them. What are you going to use? And I was like, I mean, I don't know.
See, if I'd be nice again and
Right.
ask you.
Right.
Make sure I have my blanket first before I
Right.
ask next.
Right. Got to
Damn.
secure it in a vault or some shit.
Right. Well, I'm going to sleep
padlock.
with this one. Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
Shh. All right.
That'd be cool. Dude, that's
secret compartment for your fucking blanket.
yeah, dude. But it's like heated. Imagine that, dude. That's ultimate rich man goal, right? So we're in bed, right? This is a piece of art, and you just open the piece of art like in the movies, put in your code, and it opens to a heated blanket that you've stored in this vault.
And the steam's just coming out.
Yep.
Like it came out of a fucking
That's
sauna.
goals. I don't want millions in there. I want a heated blanket.
That's what I'm talking about.
Douchey.
What? How's that douchey?
You know what? To make this
That's
even
bougie.
better,
It's
to
not
make this
douchey.
even better,
Sorry. Yeah,
what's
bougie.
gonna happen
My
with
bad.
it is we are gonna make this specialized recliner.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I'm here for it.
And so you got this button that all of a sudden
I like buttons.
It's
What color
got-
is the button? What color is the button?
it's fucking
color-
green for go, baby. Green for go.
But red
It's-
like nuke.
Purple.
Explode.
Nah.
Nope,
Purple's
it's
a great
blue.
color, not for a button.
So the blue button, you
Blue
click
button,
it,
okay.
and
But if you have a blue button, then you got to have like a yellow button or a red button for the contrast.
I want
Not
the,
really.
I
You
want the
have
red
to.
button.
no,
Red button's a nice button.
no, you
want
got a
the
blue
red
button
button.
because it sticks out.
Red and green.
Blue light special.
It's a red light special.
Blue light special.
Kmart.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
Rolling
the
back
phrase,
prices, bitch. Come on.
the phrase is a red light special.
Kmart
Listen.
if you're old.
Yeah. Young buck.
Yeah, no, I know.
Blue light special. As I was saying, recliner. It's got this secret compartment to where you hit this blue button.
I don't want your fucking button anymore.
Good. So, Justin, listen to this
Leave
idea.
him out of this.
No, we got an idea, Justin. It's a fucking blue button. So listen.
Jeez, all right.
Got it?
Whose side are you on?
I'm in the middle.
Mine.
You wanted a red button and then you turned on me.
I told you I am Switzerland.
All right, Starbucks. So here's what's going on. Let me sell my idea to
Nobody's
you.
listening to you. This is between us.
But I'm
Men.
gonna have the button that makes the heated blanket just fucking come over you.
Okay, all right. But what color is the button? It
Blue.
can't be blue.
It's
Can't be
blue.
blue.
It's
Can't
blue.
be blue. Can't be
Blue.
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 Can't be blue.
Blue.
Now, what shade of blue though?
Baby blue.
Ah, that's weak. You gotta go dark blue, bro. Because we go night night.
I don't think
It's-
you have a say in this,
We go-
Mr. It can't be blue.
We go
It's
night
gotta
night.
be
Navy blue.
It's got to be neon.
That's dark blue.
It's got to be neon blue.
Neon navy blue.
No, not navy.
Neon navy blue.
Color.
That's
of
what I
his-
just-
color of his
Navy
shirt
neon blue.
So regular blue.
Yeah,
That's a weak ass blue, dude.
your mom's a
Yeah.
weak ass blue.
She's a weak ass purple.
No.
Let's be real. She's actually purple and pink.
I was gonna
Purple
say.
and pink right there, bro.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right,
Don't fuck with my mama.
love it.
Already did.
Oh!
I
Hey!
could. I had to.
Hey!
I know.
No, it's acceptable because I said don't fuck with my mama.
I
so
know.
you just said you
I
fucked with
know.
my mama.
All right, let's get off
Which is
mom
cool.
since I just got off yours.
Shout out, moms.
Word. Holler. No disrespect.
That's right.
Gang.
No,
Shoo.
no, for real though,
So,
like,
woo. Thought that's what you was about to do on me.
yeah. Judo chop. No, but I've never
Can't you tell
understood.
we have kids?
I've never understood why, like, people get upset at like your mom jokes or whatever. Like, they're just jokes.
Oh,
know?
yeah. Like,
Now,
when people
if-
take that shit serious.
If I was like, hey Baker, like I'm taking your mom on a date tomorrow, and we're gonna go to Motel 8, and we're gonna have a real good time, and then I like call your mom to set it up, you can be upset.
that took it a little far.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if you're making a joke, like who cares?
Yeah.
Who
Dude, do
cares?
you remember that?
See,
do you
but even
remember?
then,
Do you remember Yo
if
Mama
I
on
okay it
MTV?
with you first,
Yeah, but you're not going to okay with me.
I know.
What
Well,
were you
that's
saying?
where some people make the rookie mistake too. You don't just go to a random ass person and talk about Yo Mama.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta do it with people you know.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's why Yo Mama on MTV. I'm surprised none of those people got jumped. I don't fucking know who
And
you
if
are.
they
Don't talk
do-
about my mama.
Yeah, but
they do,
that's what it was
They're
for.
prepared
Yeah.
for a fight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm. Some of them maybe.
Yeah.
Some people are stupid.
Right.
Let me just put that out there.
Right.
Some people are stupid.
Very much.
That was a good show, though.
That was.
I don't know, man. I'm such like a comedy snob. It's a problem to where like that show, like I just never got into it because like it was so basic and like
Oh, it was super basic.
the concepts that people came up with. I'm like, these aren't original.
Oh hell
Like they're
no.
not creative. And like that's what I'm saying. Like I know at this point I am a comedy snob, and it sucks because I can't like enjoy simple comedy that like most people can. I'm like, dude, it's just
because you criticize the shit out of it.
Yeah, and it upsets me because I don't want to.
Yeah.
But like my life, literally for, 20 years now has been stand-up comedy. Like that's what I primarily like. Like that's one of the things I watch most of the time. So, when I was young, like I started realizing that comedy, like stand-up comedy, there's a way to put jokes together, and there's like formulas, and like literally if you say one word wrong, the joke's not going to hit right.
Right.
And it's just really intricate, and it takes months or years to get these jokes dialed in, and it's like a legitimate artwork. And after you see people do that for so long and like perfect it, like, Chappelle and all these people, like everybody can appreciate the comedy.
Hell yeah.
But like not everybody realizes what goes into it and the intricacies of it and things like that. So
it's a lot of work.
It is. And
that's why I watched the Seinfeld special, like the behind the scenes.
Right.
And that was really cool to see like all his.
Yeah, I don't like Seinfeld.
I don't like him either, but
yeah, it
was cool to see.
He's a legend, and but yeah, like so after like I said, since I was like fucking 9 or 10, I've been like almost studying comedy and like seeing how people do things and put things together. And one of my favorite things is to watch comedians talk about comedy and dive into stuff like that. So like when I see like Yo Mama, like that show, I'm just like, this is so dumb. But like I want to appreciate it, but I just can't.
Yeah, but there's also like Napoleon Dynamite.
Right.
Like it's that type of humor where it's dumb as shit.
Right. And I could appreciate that at the time, but like now, imagine if a new Napoleon Dynamite came out, like nobody would fuck with it.
But that just goes to show that you're growing with age.
Well, right. But I'm saying comedy in general is growing because like now, like if you put on Napoleon Dynamite for even your son, how old's your son? Like 8 or 9?
He's 8.
8? Yeah. Has he seen Napoleon Dynamite?
No, but he would probably watch it.
Have him watch it, and I'm curious, like Jazzy, I'm curious what they would think because they're probably going to be like, this is stupid. Because that style of comedy was at that time, and that was hilarious and fun, and I loved Napoleon Dynamite too. Yeah. But it just, after a while, like sitcoms, that nobody laughs at sitcoms anymore.
The laugh tracks don't work anymore. Nothing. Yeah.
Dude, we were telling me about how crazy this is. So we were doing something, and my daughter was talking about writing something down on her Chromebook, right?
Right.
And me and Danielle were talking about, it's like, yeah, just write it on Word. And she's like, on Word? She's like, I'm just going to do it on Google Docs.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, so it's like Word. And she's like, what is Word? And I'm like, oh, shit. Like,
Jesus.
Damn. So Microsoft Word is no longer. It's Google Docs is the new thing. So I'm like, what in the world? Like the way things have changed in just little simple things like that, like how we used to communicate and talk about like what to write on and stuff like that. And I'm like,
we were talking about Word documents before we recorded today.
Yeah.
But that's because we're old.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's how we roll, right? Like but to sit there with my daughter and she's like, what is Word?
Right.
I'm just going to use Google Docs. Like, fuck Word. I'm like, Google Docs is the same thing. It's just Google, not Microsoft.
Because Google is taking over everything.
Everything.
Man. Dude, speaking of getting old, like, I legitimately, like, think about this, right? Think about, like, so you just went to the doctors or whatever today. Was that today?
Yeah, to take Daniel's dad.
Right. So you were there. There was some time in the waiting room and obviously, you know, whatever. Do you remember when you used to be in a waiting room with no phone?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All we would do is this.
Dude, I remember.
Dude,
nothing.
Everywhere. No, everywhere that
nothing.
I went with the waiting room, though, they always had some type of like magazines or some shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Everywhere. Like I'd always play with those. Oh my god, I can't think of what they were. Highlights. Yes. Highlights, bro.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god! Every
I
single
probably
time,
do.
You find
probably do
hidden
it. Just
picture.
Yeah, they had the
within
hidden picture.
Oh yeah.
That's the only thing I ever did in highlights.
Yeah.
Always looked for the hidden pictures.
Yep.
But yeah, I remember that in every single waiting room that I went to.
Right.
Every single, but I don't really even recall going to many, like, doctor's appointments and shit, like, for my parents as a kid.
Right.
I don't typically recall
That's
that.
because I don't think we ever went with our parents to doctor
Well, right.
appointments.
But even for your own appointment, and you're sitting there at 9, 10 years old.
Yeah.
If you don't want to look at that magazine, you sit there and look
You're
around.
staring. Yeah.
Like,
that's
and
true.
that was life.
Yeah.
Before like 15 years ago. That was just
Not anymore.
that is just what you did. You sat and you waited.
Yeah.
That's
Imagine
crazy.
that. You just wait. Like what the fuck? Like
Just sitting there in silence.
yeah. Just waiting. I think that's why people don't have patience anymore, is because you don't have to, like, you're obviously still waiting, but you can do something while you wait.
Everything is instant gratification.
Yep.
But I think that's also helped people with patience.
Right.
I mean, like, the people that have gone through it, I think a lot of people that aren't going to have patience down the fucking road are all the people that utilize online.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Guarantee.
This next generation is going to be very impatient.
Fuck yeah. People that are growing up on the online stuff, heaven forbid they have to go out and wait for some shit.
Right.
Because I guarantee they're going to fucking blow the place down.
Right.
I never even thought about that until now, though. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
So, how are we looking on battery? Are we still looking pretty good on battery?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
We might go a little long here since we missed last week.
That's all right.
Let's talk about the ocean. You want to dive in?
Let's dive in.
Let's dive right in.
But only to 20% of it.
Okay. All right.
Ish. I don't know, dude. It's crazy, though. Because the ocean, or the water, I should say itself, because it's probably not just the ocean, it's like 70% of the earth.
Right.
Which is nuts to think about.
It's also about 70% of your body.
Right. Isn't that fucking crazy?
It's a weird coincidence that I just thought of.
That is a really weird coincidence. Strange.
Maybe the earth is just an atom in God's body.
We'll talk about this after the show.
Sorry, I just opened that door and didn't realize what was on the other side.
Yeah,
That's gonna be. That's
you
gonna
walked
be.
right through that one.
That's
said,
gonna
"Oops."
be.
I walked through and just fell right off the cliff.
That might be a road trip
Said, "Oh, shit."
conversation.
Right. Fuck, my bad. Rewind.
But so with that, 70% of the Earth is water, but only 80%, or I'm sorry, less than 20% of it's been explored.
Yeah, so
It's crazy.
that's wild.
Yeah. Because think of all the cool shit that's been found underwater.
Right.
From like cell phones to gold coin. No, I'm just joking. But from like, you know what I'm saying? Like cities that have been like buried underneath the water and shit like that, like submerged, I should say, not buried. But like there's so much dope shit that they've found underneath the water. And it's so crazy to think that they found all this stuff and it's still literally 80% of it has not been touched.
Well, that's the wild thing. So, like we were talking, how it's about pressure, right?
Yeah.
We don't have anything that's pressured enough to where we can,
or withstand that pressure.
or but we can go into space because there's no pressure, right?
Yeah,
Is there
'cause
no
it makes
pressure?
It's
a
like
vacuum.
it's zero pressure. is
Yeah,
what it
it's
puts
a
on you.
vacuum, right? So is there pressure then, or no?
No.
Okay.
No, because
Right.
you'll stop at zero, but the more you keep going down into the water, the more
Right.
So,
So, but it's just wild to think, like, at a certain point, we're not going to find, submerged cities or anything like that anymore after a certain distance down. But we've seen all those, like, weird videos of, like, deep sea creatures that look all kinds of fucked
Yeah.
up. Write this down. I'll try to put in some pictures of just some weird ass things.
yeah, the ones but they've also said not only the pressure, but the shit's cold as hell down there.
Yeah, because the sunlight can't reach that
Yeah,
far.
so it's like hella freezing cold.
Right.
Which
About
is
all
also
the
crazy.
Bioluminescent
Right.
creatures.
Right.
Yeah. Because if it gets that cold, like, how is the water still flowing and not freezing?
Well, it's because the amount of water. It's like, so you can, like, think of a pool, right?
Yeah.
If you had a drop of, if like this table was covered in a thin layer of water and it was 32 degrees, it would freeze in, we'll say, an hour. That pool, because there's way more water, it's the same temperature, 32 degrees, it's going to take it 4 days.
Yeah, but that shit's been underwater at that temperature for that long.
Yeah, but it's moving. It's not. If it was stagnant, then it would stay. It would freeze.
True.
But yeah, that's why rivers usually don't freeze, or it takes them a long time to freeze. Is because they're always moving.
Right. No, I feel you. But I just think it's crazy, man. Because to your point, like all the creatures that they have found in the depths that they've gone, like just think about what's down there that we have no idea about.
Do you think there's like a Godzilla Loch Ness monster type thing down there?
I don't know.
A dinosaur?
I mean, I don't.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you do?
Fuck yeah, dude. There's some weird shit down
now,
there.
do you believe it is down there, or do you hope it's down there?
Have you seen the giant squids?
Yeah, they're fucking insane.
Yeah. If there's that and we see that on the surface.
Yeah.
Right.
I guarantee
How
there's
big?
some crazy ass
Look
shit
this
down
up
there.
real quick. How big does a giant squid get? I think they can get up to like a couple 100 feet, right?
Yeah, no, they get fucking insane. Like huge.
Because blue whale is the biggest animal, or is the biggest mammal, right? It might not even be the biggest animal.
Well, there's this crazy. There's these Chinese crabs or something like that. Chinese crabs.
the
or
Japanese crabs
the Japanese,
that are fucking
yeah,
massive.
dude.
Oh my god!
But like, so think about it. To his point, if
They're
those
literally like 6 foot,
Yeah.
like huge.
they're insane. We saw one at Newport Aquarium.
Yep, that's
All
where
right,
I've seen it.
So
it. They're
the giant
nuts.
squid averages around 40 feet.
It averages 40
Averages.
feet.
Averages.
Can you see what? Look up the biggest giant
Recorded.
squid. Yeah, recorded. Because I would guess it's about 100 feet.
Dude,
80
it's
feet,
insane.
maybe?
But yeah, but to his point though, if we've seen this shit like in what we've explored, like think
Right.
of what's down there that
Dude, think of an 80-foot fucking squid. That is an 8-story high building.
squid.
The largest one recorded is 43 feet at the Smithsonian.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
they're
even
about
40.
the same. I mean, but still, that's a 4-story building.
Yeah, that's
That's-
huge.
And that's only what's been recorded
Yeah.
on the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what's under there.
God, dude, that's nuts.
That's
a
what's
fucking
come
squid.
up from down there.
Well, that's the crazy thing about going that far into the ocean is there's 2 types of creatures. There's one which is like maybe like a squid type creature to where there's maybe no bones or very minimal bones to where it's almost like a fluid like creature.
Yeah.
Or there's fucking rock solid creatures because
Yeah.
of the pressure.
Right.
And that's where Godzilla comes in. Like
Or
Yeah.
yeah, some type of Godzilla. Like, dude, it's crazy.
imagine the dinosaur bones we can find at the bottom of the ocean.
Well, because you got to think about it too. That water dinosaur, the Mosasaurus or whatever the fuck it's called, I forget what it is. But that thing was vicious.
The Mosasaurus.
Mosasaurus, yeah, that thing is vicious.
Dude, how big were those, do you know?
Fucking gigantic.
Bigger than killer whales and shit?
Bigger than a 40-foot squid.
It'd be 4 school buses put together.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But, like, those things were gigantic. And, I mean, that was like the underwater
Dude,
go-to dinosaur.
The
but-
only reason I know that is because my son.
Yeah,
Right.
the books
That's
and
fair.
shit.
That's fair.
Dude,
What he, yeah.
It's just facts.
Did you guys hear? This is something I've heard recently, and I don't know if this is new, or like how new this is. But they think like dinosaurs, and namely the T-Rex, might have had feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that?
They started to change stuff at COSI and
Right.
shit. Yeah.
There's I don't know if it's COSI or what museum, but there's like a raptor that's like they built out or whatever, and they made one full side of it like feathered.
Yeah.
And not the other. I don't think they know which one, but there's certain signs that like
There are flying.
dinosaurs.
I forget what raptors they are, but there's different types of raptors, and one of them are like a flying.
Right, but I think they think like they definitely think T-Rexes may have had feathers.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're saying like all dinosaurs or what, but like that's
the
insane.
Ones that they're finding more in China because they're finding more and bigger. T-Rex is no longer the biggest dinosaur, if you didn't know that.
Yeah, I know there's like ocean ones that were way bigger.
Oh, no. I mean, like land dinosaurs that they found
Really?
in China. Yeah.
I
But
think
the
T-Rex
crazy-
was just known for being the most vicious.
But the thing is, too, like one of the more vicious, like the other most vicious dinosaurs was the Spinosaurus.
Yep.
yeah,
Like not only because it was fucking huge, but it was primarily in the water. Like, it was a water dinosaur. So that's where it could have its advantage because the T-Rex didn't fuck with water.
Shit's wild.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's nuts.
I mean, but to your point, too, it's crazy that, like, we can... I think we talked about this a little before we started recording, is that we've gotten so far into space.
Mm-hmm.
We've gotten multiple times farther, deeper into space than we can the ocean, and it's right here.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, what are we going to find? Like, because there are, factually stating, there are animals down there or whatever kind of creatures you want to talk about that we haven't discovered. That's just a fact.
Mm-hmm.
And there might be something out in space too, but there are for sure there are things in the ocean.
Yeah, it's a guarantee that you're going to find it.
There's more treasure out there.
That's the other thing I was thinking of too. Like, you think about it, like shipwrecks and shit like that. Like,
right.
Check that shit out too. I wonder how much. I wonder how much gold and treasure and shit is in the ocean.
I think they gave an estimate.
I think they've given an estimate too, and it's a crazy ass amount. So that's the other thing. Like, dude, you could get boo-goo rich.
Maybe it was me and Steve. We talked about how much money we think there is in the ocean. Was that me and you or me and Steve?
I think it might have been me and you a minute ago, but dude,
yeah, it was a long time ago.
It's got to be insane.
Yeah, I don't even know if you'll be able to find that. But
that'd be a crazy one to find. But I would love to explore some shit.
Well, right.
But I have not told this to anybody either.
Uh-oh. All right, here we go.
This is crazy.
All right.
So, fun fact.
Drum roll.
It is actually a fear of mine.
All right.
But I don't mind swimming, and I'll swim all day long. But I will constantly have a fear that something is going to get my fucking legs.
I think that's pretty common, though.
Yeah. Like, I will swim there, and you will not know it. But I am swimming in fear every fucking time.
Dude, me and, who was it? It was me. I don't even remember who it was now. But me, Steve, and somebody else, we were like, hey, this was probably 5 or 6 years ago. And we were like, hey, let's go swimming, right? Out at, I think, Mohican is where we went. And we were like, all right, cool, whatever. And we get out there, and Steve goes with us. And he doesn't tell us until we're, shoulder deep into the water. He's like, I don't know how to swim. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, my God.
Like, he's like, I don't know. Like, it sounded fun. It sounded fun. And we just hung out. Like, it was cool. It was no biggie. But, yeah, we were, like, trying to go out further. And he's like, this is as far as I go. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, I don't know how to swim. Yeah. But, like, this whole day, like, this was a plan. We had to get ready. I think we went and bought some stuff at, like, the store.
Yeah, and so it wasn't like a spur of the moment.
Yeah, and then we went to
joyriding.
Mohican, which is like a half hour, 45 minutes from where we were. It's like in this fucking 3-hour period, you never thought to mention.
Hey, I can't swim.
That you don't know how to swim. It was cool. Like, it was fine. We still hung out and had a good time, and we're still in the water. But, yeah.
That's
I was just
crazy.
like, what?
But, yeah, that's something that I don't think I've ever told anybody. But, yeah, I'll swim anywhere, but you got to get in first. I won't be the first one in.
Yeah.
Like into a lake or a pond or an ocean. I ain't going to be the first one in.
Dude, I haven't been to the ocean in so long. I think we're trying to plan a vacation to the ocean here soon.
Yeah. We are too, actually. I forget where we're going to try to go. We're going to try.
So when are we going to the ocean?
Yeah.
Soon.
Danielle wants to go to the ocean. I want to go to the wooded area. Like, I want to go to the forest.
I don't, for reasons we talked about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, true that. True that.
But yeah, like, I don't know. And this feels so, this is not a good thing to say, but I'm going to say it. Who cares? Like, I want to go on vacation, and Jess is like, all right, well, let's go and take Harper and go to the beach and stuff. And I'm like,
no.
Like, I want to go on vacation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to, and it sounds bad, but I'm like, I don't want to go with my ex and my daughter. Like, I just want to go on a vacation
to
relax. Yeah. Or, like, some friends or whatever. Like,
A getaway vacation.
Yeah. It's not a getaway when I bring the baby with us. Like, so I don't know what we're doing here, but
I feel you on that one.
She's already looking at fucking hotels and dates, and I'm like,
look at that face.
Too late now.
Did you see that face?
It's not too late.
He's like,
I cut a bitch off quick. Don't care. But like, I'm like, who invited you? Like, you know what I mean? She's not gonna listen to this, so I don't give a fuck.
Well, if she's not gonna listen to this, let her continue to do the work, send you some shit, and be like, thank you.
Deuces.
Book it.
Later.
Right.
Book it and just not let her know.
Right.
And when she asks you about
I'm
it,
in Myrtle Beach. Where are you at? I thought you were driving.
when she asks you about it, be like, what about those dates I was saying? You'd be like, I got plans.
All right, I got plans. I'll be in Myrtle Beach by my damn self. Well, and the other thing is, like, she wants to go, like, for a weekend, which is fine. Or, like, maybe leave on a Friday. But it's a 10-hour drive to Myrtle Beach. I'm like, man, we're going to get there. Even if we leave at 8 a.m., plus stops and food and stuff, we're not going to get there till 8 p.m.
And you're going to be exhausted.
Yeah. And then
be on the road that whole entire fucking time.
Yeah, with a 3-year-old. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, like, you know, Saturday we'd go do stuff, and then Sunday we come back home. And I'm like, come on. Like, that doesn't sound like a vacation.
No.
That sounds like a long-ass time to go to the beach for 20 minutes.
It never is. You got to learn how to vacation.
Dude.
And don't do that.
Well, because I want to fly, too. I don't want to fucking drive.
Right.
Especially right now with how cheap flights are.
They're insane, dude.
You can get a flight to Myrtle Beach for, like, probably $150.
Oh,
yeah, there and back.
Yeah, and, like, but she's like, well, I don't want to take a 3-year-old on a plane, which is fair because Harper's kind of, I don't know how well she'd do on a plane.
Yeah.
But
she'd be fine.
I don't know, man. She doesn't sit still. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But in a car, she at least falls asleep, but not for fucking 10 hours. So.
Have you drove for 10 hours?
No. Well, we drove to Tennessee. We did drive
about an 8-hour drive.
Yeah, that was a while. But she was okay then, but she was also only like 1 or something.
Shit, me and little man drove to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah, just me and him. He did perfect.
Yeah.
That's my little road dog,
Same.
though.
Yeah.
He's
Same.
my fucking road dog.
Yeah. I think Harper will be. She's just, you know, not even 3 yet, so she's not going to understand you got to sit there for 10 hours.
Yeah.
As long as you got snacks, golden.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Caden's is snacks and
I know
Caden's
you
is snacks
don't.
and scenery, and then he'll fucking talk. Talk.
Right.
Half the time, it's not even to you.
That's fine.
It's to him. And then you're like, you go to respond, and he's just already talking about something else. And I'm like, you're not even looking at me. Like, oh, okay.
Turn the radio up.
Yeah,
Right.
that's exactly what I do, too.
Yeah.
And then I look back there, and I'm like, oh, he's sleeping. Okay, not edited.
Dude, I've realized, too, like, Harper, like, when she's on her tablet or whatever, she doesn't ever complain about the volume of hearing anything. She wants it all the way up. But if it's turned pretty far down, she'll never complain.
Yeah.
So anytime we give her a tablet, I put the volume on, like, 2 or 3, so I don't have to hear it, and she just sits there.
And plays it.
Yeah, and I'll be able to watch TV or whatever and not have to hear fucking Steve and Maggie. It's the worst goddamn show ever. Can't stand
Gotta love it.
But yeah, that's episode 87, ladies and gentlemen.
That's 7-8 backwards. Listen to it in reverse.
So
Don't do that.
just so you guys know, next episode we're gonna have a new studio and a new co-host. Because fuck this guy.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all
I'm
agree.
excited to meet the new co-host.
Oh, you ain't gonna be here, son. We changing the locks.
It's never locked when I come in.
It's gonna be.
Deuces.
No locked doors, Holmes.
No locked doors.
No
Holmes.
locked doors.
But yeah, thank you guys for checking out episode 87.
Thank you.
Please hit up the Patreon. Patreon.com/AverAgeAF podcast.
Word.
And we do still have merch available at all times. We have a couple beanies left.
Yeah.
We are actually, never mentioned this before, at least on the show. We mentioned it on Twitter. We're accepting Dogecoin as payment for merch now.
Yeah. Sorry
So,
for that yawn.
Get on
Holy
that
shit.
Doge.
Yeah, so if you got Doge, if you want to support the Doge community and support your favorite podcasters, There's all that information on our Twitter and our pinned post on how to do it. But yeah, we appreciate everybody, and we're looking forward to the new studio next week
and the new co-host.
Yeah. Hopefully one that's actually funny.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
All right, guys, we appreciate you. Have a good night.
Until next week. Peace.